Gangsta. Oh.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down. Now at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specific.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. There he goes. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Hokie. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They just keep it to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up. Take it all the way back to the house.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man in the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Whitehead. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here we go. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Kennesaw State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Owls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Hokies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looking left. Pulls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Plenty of work to do. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They're marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D-cord.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his target down the middle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
On the play. Offense is stopped.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Creates a little space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The run to the right. Makes his man miss. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give on the option. Touchdown, Hokies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the returner goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Fires left. It's complete. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's turning it up. Got some room entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Running back searching for a hole. Smashes through the tackle. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Hokies will call on their punt team. they'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to the big tight end. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. And the Hokies racing to the line in a hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They're working that left side. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Here comes the hurry up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Cardinals are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He caught it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Louisville! And the comeback is on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Spins away from the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. He's got him. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It's on target and complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to...
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Setting up for the extra point and the top.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Hokies will punt this one away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end. With these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Unleashes one deep. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Cardinals getting set on first and 10. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Going with the ground game left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Touch pass on the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
To the air on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They take the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Off play action on first down. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive?
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. With yet another